So I went ahead and made my Half-Ogre for Dragon Slayer. It's quick, it's easy, it's a no-brainer, man. I just copied AD&D Dragon Magazine number 29. That's it. I just took the original proposition for the ogre. 60-foot infravision. They're large. You're not going to get regular armor. It's going to be piecemeal from the get-go or custom made, which is about 150% of cost, right? That's how I did it in AD&D. 150% of cost, if you have anything to instruct them. They can do things like hold a two-handed sword one-handedly, though. I do allow that. And they can use giant-sized weapons. So when you do find some hill giant weapons, they might be able to wield them. They can also use a great club for D10. So there would probably be some extra equipment added in, but you're not going to find magical armor for them. Nor can they wear rings. If the boots don't resize above like demi-human or human, it won't fit an ogre. So you basically are stuck with weapons, armor. That's it. You might find some magical monster weapons, you know. But and their stats are super simple. Instead of them getting the same drop that everyone else, 4d6, my heroic method, right? You get, you drop a d6 for strength and con. A 5 and 6 is an 18. See what I'm saying? It's a 14 to 18 range. You're going to start with plus the strength and plus the con. It's guaranteed. Now your ints and your wisdom and stuff. Charisma's a 2d4 drop. Dexterity's a 2d6. Wisdom's a 2d6. I think int's a 2d4 too. You don't have more than an 8. You have minuses in charisma and int. You may not have a minus in wisdom. The special trait I gave him, double hit points at first level. Now for Dragon Slayer, that means that if you're playing a half-ogre fighter, you got 20 hit points. You have 21 to 23 hit points at first level, period. You got like 20 hit points at first level, and then you roll d10 like normal going up. That's it. They were always they're a suboptimal build, right? So they were always a rarity in AD&D games, and people who were really into Dragon Magazine had them in the campaigns. We had one that was a minion. It was a minion for the Psionicist. So the Psionicist recruited a half-ogre fighter and kept it dominated. It was his bitch, right? Mutilor. I remember the name, Mutilor. Fighter cleric. They can be a 4th level cleric up to 10th level fighter. Now in AD&D they were unlimited. But going into the Dragon Slayer, all demi-human and half races have limitations. Like I said, it's a human-centric campaign. If you're playing a half-ogre, you're just wanting to play the big retard. I just made it as, I think it's Roger Moore originally. Ah, my God, I can't remember. Dragon number 29, and then again, they redid it with a little bit more depth in Dragon 34. I'm wrong. I know the first one's first. The second one, I don't remember. I don't remember the exact one. It's one of the few I don't have a PDF copy of, so I went with the original release. Yeah. I'm going to start cranking them out. I got some owl races that I went ahead and made as well. And there's going to be more to come. And I'm going to start doing more of the cultural stuff. Which, now think about it, I got to start doing more of the ogre stuff. So, the great clubs, ogre clubs, stuff like that, D10 clubs, basically. Maybe some 3d6 two-handed swords. Some great blades. But otherwise, they can just pick up a two-handed sword, use it one-handed or two-handed. I'd allow the bastard sword to be used one-handedly for D10. Whoosh, whoosh, and a big old shield. Maybe get some massive oversized shields for them. But they're not meant to be an optimal build. They're suboptimal. They're more hated than half-orcs. Period. They're big, slow, and stupid. So you're also a large-sized creature, 7.5 foot to 8 foot tall. Drop a d6. 7/7 up to 8 foot. That's how. They're smaller than an ogre, much bigger than a human, dumber. Smarter than an ogre, dumber than a human. Simple. Spice up your campaign. I'm just delving back into AD&D stuff that we did back in the day, and I'm redoing it, revitalizing it, rehashing it. That's what we do, right? Take old ideas, make them new, take new ideas, and make them kind of old. Game well, game often. Don't be afraid to tinker with the system. I know there's a whole raw crowd out there. You get comfortable. I get comfortable with the system, immediately customize it for your table. Raw is going to leave you hanging in the lurch, you know. In my opinion. But anyway, what do I know? I've only been playing since I was 10 years old. Later.